It is currently Monday, July 15th. There is a week and a few days until GalaxyCon Raleigh. I believe, starting this week's vlog here. I think this vlog will be a full week, and then I will pick up the next vlog next Tuesday, a few days before GalaxyCon Raleigh, and then it'll be a GalaxyCon Artist Alley vlog. It's been a bit since my last vlog, obviously. Since my last vlog, I launched my June shop update. It went better than I was expecting, which was really good. I also got all of the pre-orders packed and mailed, which was really good. There were like 130 or something. I also launched July shop update, which included the Love Star leftovers, and that was my best shop update in like 6 to 9 months or something. I took a break and now I'm picking things back up midway through July. I've explained it a little, but I've just been burned out as a whole. Kind of not doing well mentally, to be fully honest with you guys. But you know, I'm doing my best, so I have a lot to get done though. I have a lot to get done. So pretty much before Wednesday, ideally, I need to have my GalaxyCon test setup at least put together. And then I need to spend the second half of the week swapping out items, as well as figuring out the layout of the things, using that as a foundation. Because Tidewater and Animazement, the last two cons I've done, those were 8-foot tables. GalaxyCon is 6 foot. So not only do I need to condense 2 feet of stuff anyways, but I also want to add my Love Lobster plushies since I have those. So it's gonna be tough, but that's like priority number 1. I have a lot of orders to pack as well, mostly of Love Star orders. So con prep, table setup, and orders are the 2 big ones. There's also just like a lot of cleaning I need to do. I got some KN95s in from Amazon. I've been using the surgicals up until this point. It feels really good. It's like comfy, and I can definitely feel that they have a lot more coverage than the surgical ones. So an extra layer of protection for cons and such. What? What? What do you want? The birthday boy? Is the birthday boy unhappy? You unhappy, birthday boy? Yeah? Since he's whining and acting like he doesn't want to eat his food from this morning, I'm going to add a treat for the birthday boy. I have finished lunch. It is almost 12 o'clock, which is when I normally like to start working. Birthday boy. Birthday boy. I'm just feeling really overwhelmed. Just thinking about all of the work I have in the upcoming months, because GalaxyCon Raleigh is my best event so far. You know, I've only done it once, so it's hard to say for sure, but it's the best and biggest one that I do. And it's 4 days, so that's a lot. And so between that, I'm doing my first outdoor market August 10th. So just a couple weeks after GalaxyCon. And then I have my first ever flying convention in September. I'll be going to California, and I've never been there before. The furthest west I've been was Louisiana when I was a kid. And that's it. I live on the East Coast. So like just month after month after month, it's gonna be a lot. And I just wanna lay down, but I can't because I have a lot of orders to pack. I also need to do Patreon stuff, and I'm just gonna bite the bullet and I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna start working and just see how it goes today, I guess. It's taken me about 30 minutes just to go through and mark all of the order packing slips that I have to do. There are, I think, like 98 that I have to have done in the next 5 days. So I'm just gonna hop to it, kind of bang out some of the easier ones, and we'll see how many are left after that. So I've got, I think, like 15 or so shop orders packed. They're all in a pile over here. I have all of the $10 Patreon pins packed up. And then I have half of the $15 tier pins ready to go. I just need to add the stickers to these. I still need to do my meal planning, so I'm probably gonna call it good enough for here. I got half of the Patreon I need to do this week done. I'm not going to do the bigger ones until next week, even though obviously part of that is GalaxyCon, but I do have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday after GalaxyCon's over as well. So between having that done and meeting my order quota for the day, plus having to do some home stuff, I think that's good enough. For lunch part 2, I'm having the Cheetos mac and cheese that I've had in my pantry since I moved here. Normally I like these, like whatever the normal version, the normal flavor, whatever that is, I really like. I tried the cheese and bacon flavor last year. It was horrible. And then this is a flavor that is similar to the original that I haven't had. It's, I think, 4 cheese. So I can't imagine it's that different from the normal cheese, but I guess we'll find out. Having myself a, dare I say, girl lunch. Oh, that's so much more orange than I remember it being. Jesus Christ. Smell? It's like a cheese cracker times 1,000. It's so overpowering. I don't know if this is gonna be as good as the normal, actually. Birthday boy. So like, it's not as bad as it smelled. It's a little watery. It's dried now, but I can't remember if it tastes exactly like the other kind, but it's serviceable. It's fine. It is almost 5 o'clock, which means my partner will be home soon in like 30 minutes. We will be going to Aldi to get groceries. I know. Literally, what is this? You're going bald, baby. My August shop update prints just came in. I do not have a ton of time to like really go through everything, but I thought I would just take like a sneak peek. This is a restock. Oh, my tulip and sprout ice cream milkshake design. I got some pretty shimmer prints in this month. Here we have the August freebie prints for my shop's 4-year anniversary. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Another one of those. I think that's it. So all of the prints are just within these stacks. All curled up on the stairs. Hi. Toby. Buddy. are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Hi friends, it is Tuesday, July 16th. It's almost 10 a.m. I got up pretty early today. I'm kind of just chilling for the moment. Something I've been really inspired to do is to go back and make a vlog out of at least one old recording session. Specifically, the one I want to work on right now is a vlog from when I went to Costa Rica last September. So it's been almost a year, and I've recorded it before I was really making YouTube videos, but now that I have an editing process that I like and can do, I want to go back and make a vlog out of it, even though it's been almost a year. So I figured I would just compile the footage today and take a look and see if it will even turn out well. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'll be spending the next hour or so doing. Little baby, tiny little girl. A lot of my vloggy stuff is just from home, or at most it is, you know, going to Virginia for a convention or downtown for a convention. So to have this really exciting out of country content, which is obviously rare, is just, it's fun, and I hope you guys enjoy whenever I'm done with it. So I have all of the footage rotated that was upside down and sideways, and I have some of the vertical TikTok content I recorded out of here too. It's currently almost an hour and a half, given I have not cut anything down of the footage I'm keeping, so it'll probably be 45 minutes maybe, but I'm so excited to edit this. It was such a fun trip, and this is kind of reminding me of all of the fun stuff that I did, and I'm excited for you guys to see. But now I need to start on June's vlog. I need to go and get that done, since that is what I want to post next, so that unfortunately does take a higher priority. I am almost halfway through with my rough pass edit of June's vlog, which is really good. That means I will probably be able to get it done by, I don't want to say Sunday for sure, because obviously I'm really trying not to pressure myself to necessarily follow a posting schedule, because doing it every week was fine when it was just speed paints, but if I'm going to do studio vlogs, which tend to be longer and more and have more complex editing, every single week is a little hard. If I can ever get monetized, it'll be more worth it for me to put in the time, but at the moment when this is not making me money, and it's just for fun, I kind of have to prioritize my other work. So I have to get that stuff done first, and so if I don't have time to edit or whatever, then I just don't have time. So it is just after 11:30, and I need to eat and then go catch up on order packing. I have some leftover chili. I have some Aldi cherries and some various little snacks, and I'm just gonna eat lunch now. Watching some Bailey J. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I am in my office. It is 1 p.m. Let's go through a game plan, right? First things first, I need to get the rest of the Patreon rewards that I started yesterday done. And I mean, I was gonna say I'll do that first, but since I can do that sitting down, it's better for me to intersperse that between standing up packing orders. So I'll be alternating between the two. I have orders to pack, probably, I don't remember the exact number. I think it's like 15 or so. That'll probably take an hour or two. I do have the August prints and stickers down here. Ideally, I would start with those, but I unfortunately need to prioritize convention setup since GalaxyCon is in a week and a half. But to do that, I do need to get my secondary office space a little cleaner. I don't really have room because I have a bunch of like boxes. I need to go through probably the rest of the Lovesters to make that room. I'll do that in the second half of my like work day.
Try immediately knocked that over, so I guess I'll just do some cleaning too. Now for orders. Okay, I'm about halfway-ish through with the shop orders. I'm getting some of the Patreon rewards packed now. So it's not perfect, but I do have a ton of cardboard in here now. This area of the room is clean, as is this. Obviously, I still have that to get through, but it's a lot better. I have more room. I have to pack like 16 orders a day or something. It's not ideal, but I'm just so low energy today that I'm just gonna hope that tomorrow or Thursday I can pick up the slack. I do at least have this space all ready to go to do a mock setup. Although I do want to do a little more cleaning, you know, ideally tomorrow, but we'll see. Hello. What are you doing, buddy? Let go. Try.
Hi friends, it is Wednesday, July 17th. It is about 8:40 in the morning. I didn't want to get up this early, but here I am. Pretty much my plan for right now is kind of to relax for an hour and a half or so. I don't really have any admin-y work that I have to do. I went to the library, I think like 3 or 4 days ago, and I got a bunch of cookbooks. And I like to take pictures of the pages to keep and put into my recipe database that I have in Notion. So I was probably just gonna do some recipe organizing. What? I am going to try an Instagram recipe that I found last week, I think, of an iced cheesecake latte. It seems simple, but we'll see if it turns out okay.
I kind of wildly overestimated how big of a bowl I needed, but it's okay. I think this is done. It has pretty stiff, well, it has medium peaks, I suppose.
There are only like 4 ingredients, and I followed the recipe. That's so bitter. So I'm gonna double everything else and see if it turns out to be better. Better? Still a little bitter. So I'm just gonna keep messing around with it. What?
You're supposed to add it to milk, so maybe that'll dilute it. I'm just gonna add it and see. And if it's still bitter, I can add sugar to that.
With the milk. That is delicious. That's so good. Oh my god. Now the hard part is figuring out what I want to eat.
I'm out of spaghetti noodles, or I would do that, but I think I'm gonna make a like curry ramen, essentially. I can tell by the smell that this was a really good idea.
That's good. Toby! What are you doing? What? It is just after 12 o'clock. Getting in a bit earlier than I have been, which is good. I definitely am feeling the coffee kicking in. I probably had too much. I can feel that it's making me a bit anxious. But the thing that sucks, right? I am certain pretty much that I have ADHD that's undiagnosed and untreated. Hence why I struggle to get anything done, as you guys probably have picked up if you've watched a few of these. And so the odds of me getting diagnosed and treated whatsoever in the next several years is very low. But obviously I still have to get stuff done, and like the only thing I have access to is caffeine. Even though I would prefer to not really have any. I don't drink soda that often. And I've never been like a, I need 4 cups of coffee a day type of person. But it's the only thing that like gets me out of a low energy state. And even then I have to drink like a decent amount for it to do anything. But I do think I crossed the limit. I'm just gonna jump right into packing some orders pretty much.
I'm going to go ahead and count the remainder of my lobsters. Many guys, many guys. Just over a box left to count.
To packing orders with them. The August shop update items up and ready to go. I don't want to wait too late in the month to do that, so I might start on that, to be honest. So I think I'll start with prints since I have a lot fewer of those and it'll feel better to get those kind of over with. If you are also a small business owner and you are curious about how like other businesses track their inventory and maybe how you can do it, I cannot recommend the Paper and Spark spreadsheets enough. I track both my like income expenses for tax purposes through one of their spreadsheets, but I also track my inventory. If you are a product-based business, something you really need to understand for taxes is your cost of goods sold. I obviously am not a tax person. I recommend you do your own research on this, but in general, you can't write off a product that you buy as a business expense till you sell said item. That is a gross oversimplification of things, obviously, but you do need to keep track of how many you are buying and selling in each year for that. And these spreadsheets work perfectly for that. It also just calculates my cost per unit and that kind of thing. So I will be using that to go through my inventory for the prints that I bought for August. I will have a link to this spreadsheet in my description if you want to buy one or you just want to take a look at it.
So I am done counting and adding my prints into my inventory spreadsheet. I also forgot that I ordered these. They are bookmarks of my Tony the pizza chef cat and his kittens. This is already a print as of recording this, and the bookmarks will be out. It's part of August's shop update. I think they're so cute. I'm so happy with how they turned out. They're front and back. Now I am going to put all of these away. I did not pack any more orders, but like I said, that is pretty much okay. I got the prints all counted and in the sheet, which is good. Obviously, taking the photos and making the actual listing, that's what takes the longest, but I'm glad I at least got the process started. I have a decent amount of drawing that I need to get done, as will be the case for most of this month, because I don't have quite as much of a buffer on new products as I have for most of the past year or so. Hi! Oh my goodness! Obviously, I have August's shop update fully done because I had to order all of those items, so I'm not behind. I have to have September's update fully done by the start of August so that I can order all of that stuff. And I mean, I have an okay amount. It's not anything dire necessarily. Like, I could definitely be in a worse shape, but in an ideal world, I would be working on October's right now and not needing to touch anything in September. So I do want to make up some of that progress. The thing that sucks is that I'm just kind of in a bit of a rut overall, and so it's just kind of hard to make anything right now. I don't have really a set collection in mind for September, and I don't even know if I should focus on collections or just, you know, normal one-off products. September has a couple of mini collections, I guess, which I've been trying to form, like Halloween designs I'm starting to get to. I'm doing a little bit of like video gamey stuff since I'm going to TwitchCon in September. Oh, hello. Hi. But the thing that sucks is that I'm really in a Valentine's Day mood. Like, I want to draw things that are pink and food related. And I mean, I could do that. Like, maybe that could just be my vibe and aesthetic year round. But I just don't know. I don't know. So let me show you guys what I've been doing. So I decided to design these two like sleepy bedtime characters. These are not so much for their actual character designs. I'll show that in a second, but this is my first attempt at like an illustration of them. But meet Luna and Lyra. These are Blossom Buddies Bedtime Edition. I would like to make them into plushies at some point, so that's kind of the working name for the various plushie collections I'm gonna have. Hang on. This will make more sense once I show you this. So right now, the current collection that I'm working on is the Blossom Buddies Festive Delights. Blossom Buddies is essentially what I'm going to call all of my plushie lines. And then the kind of descriptive second text will indicate the theme of the plushies included. So for this, it's just like winter holiday flavors. We have peppermint, gingerbread, ginger snap, and then sugar cookie. Obviously, that's what I'm working on first. That will take the rest of the year, no doubt. And I'm still pretty new at designing plushies, so this is going to be very far down the line, but bedtime edition is what they will be if I can get to that point. But I really like the design, so I wanted to go ahead and make two illustration designs for them. I also like a year or two ago, made sketches for dessert cats. I have no clue what their name is going to be or anything, but this is probably the project I'll do after the holiday puppies. I've already made some merch of this gal just because I love her design so much, but I am very excited for all of these. One day. It'll take me forever to get through all these ideas. Also, here is the like finished logo for the Festive Delights line of plushies. Right now I am getting a sample of the peppermint plushie made. I want to see if my manufacturer can like see my vision and kind of achieve it without a ridiculous amount of changes before I commit to the other 3 samples. I mean, it could be a disaster, I don't know for sure, obviously, but if everything goes well, I would like to launch a crowdfunding campaign for them, I think October. Like, I'll probably run the campaign from mid-October to mid-November. Obviously, these are like winter holiday themed, Christmassy, and in an ideal world, I would have launched the campaign pretty much when I launched the Lovester pre-orders, maybe a little bit later, so that people would have them in time for winter, Christmas. I didn't design them and start the sample process until a few weeks ago. So even if everything went exactly as planned and like everything was super speedy, like the earliest people would have them would be January, I think. So I'm not even gonna try for like a Christmas delivery or anything. The crowdfunding campaign will at least be in that time, because I mean, either people can place their orders around Christmas and at least get some gratification that way, or they can receive it during Christmas. So they'll at least be placing the order around the time. And then, I mean, they'll have them for the next winter season. So I've only run 3 crowdfunding campaigns total. Obviously, that doesn't count my shop pre-orders, which is how I did the Lovester plushies. But the last crowdfunding campaign I did was, I think, in 2021 to 2022. So it's been a while, and I'm very nervous, very anxious, because my concern is always, you know, what if stuff doesn't get funded, which is always a possibility. And like, it would be fine. You know, if it doesn't get funded, it's not the end of the world. I would just feel bad, you know? So we'll see, I guess. Obviously, that's a few months from now. It's only mid-July, so we have like 2 or 3 months probably, but I just wanted to show you guys because I'm very excited. Please let me know which of the 4 Holiday Delight designs you are most excited for. It is just after 12. I've slept in a little today and I'm not super hungry, so I think I'm just gonna go head down to my office right away and go ahead and try to build the table frame at least and just get that done. Let's just hop right to it. So here's where we reach the first kind of point of experimentation. So this middle gap is where I need to get the most space. And since it was 4 wide the last few conventions, and now it's only 2 panels wide, so it was double this, I have to fit my sticker tiers and the plushies and the bookmarks and such in here pretty much. If I am looking at the photos of last year's table correctly, I'm pretty sure those tables were one of the wider ones. The width of 6-foot tables varies so much con to con, and like, I guess manufacturer to manufacturer. Some 6-feet table, you barely get 1 grid in width. But some you get closer to 2, and I'm pretty sure this is one of the 2 wide tables. If that's the case, I'm gonna try this setup where I kind of make a tiered layout almost towards the middle. So essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 2 back here. These are not set up for me to do that though. gonna put 2 back here. And then let me grab another. And then I put a second here. Okay, so I don't have any less space here. Like this tile, these 2 tiles are still open, right? Now imagining that my table goes back a whole other panel, what I can do is, normally I would have, you know, 2 panels worth on the table flat, but I'm going to make it a tier. Can I not do that with these? Because I would have to be able to put it here as well. This complicates things because it has to connect here and up, and it would have to be a 4-directional one. Oh no. I don't know what to do then. Like I could go up, no problem, but that's not what I want. I want to do this. And like this part works, but not this. I could zip tie it, and I mean, I guess if I have some structural pieces, it might hold the weight okay. So I guess I'll just continue and see if it might work. For it to work how I would want to, I would need a piece that looks like this, essentially, but like one that's made to look like this. I mean, I could maybe tape these together, but it does have a tiny gap. So zip tying might be better. I'll have to see. Let me go ahead and add the structural pieces to it, which would be these. Yeah, it's not great on its own without zip tie. I mean, that's not, all things considered, too bad. Like, I have to press pretty firmly. Luckily, I have a lot of zip ties, so let's see. I guess I'll do this to start. Yeah, I think that would help a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but it does help. So I think that is the game plan. I'm gonna go ahead and put the second one on. And day of, I'll zip tie here too, and that'll make it even more secure. I just am really hoping that the table is in fact wide enough to allow me to do this. I'm pretty sure it will be. And like, even if a couple of inches of that goes off the edge, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and build the rest of it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and insert a picture of what my table last year looked like. As you can see in that middle area, everything was flat and I wasn't really utilizing the space as best as I could. Here's what the setup looks like right now. It is an extra panel tall. I've been doing that for most of this year, so that's not new to this convention, but assuming the table is wide enough, adding this layer of depth to like this height, I think will really help. Now, the next thing to do is to get out all of that middle stuff and see if I can fit it or not. So I already have this other version of my sticker sheet sticking at one pre-built, so it doesn't perfectly fit within a panel, but it does fit. So that being there would be great. There are 3 things that I need to fit in here. Beyond just this, obviously. I need to fit my blue plushies, I need to fit the Lovester plushies, I need to fit ideally all 4 of the sticker books, and then ideally the bookmarks, but I might be able to put them on one of these side ones. So let's just go ahead and get all of those out. Okay, so I have everything here. So this is how the blue plushies are displayed. I need to get a display for the Lovesters. I don't have another one of these I can use. Luckily, I'm going to Target tomorrow, probably, so I will try to grab something there. Then we have the coin purses, and then the sticker books as well. Now, the sticker books, I think is the hardest part. I did find my other one of these, so I have 2, but like only one will fit pretty much. Yeah, so I couldn't display 2 right here if I wanted to. Here's the second one, and I could definitely do that, right? Like, I mean, okay, I can do this, push them back. That still doesn't like leave room to lay the other 2 down. And I could put the other 2 there, but like then I would have to fit all of this in there, and that's not gonna happen, obviously. Looking at my past setups, this panel I use for hair claws and shaker charms in both, and hair claws will still go there. I could drop the shaker charms if I needed to get more space. Here, at least last time I had a 6-foot table, this is where the sticky notes went, but sticky notes go here now. So technically this whole panel opens up, and so I could put the coin purses here, I believe. And I would still have room for lanyards. This whole panel is enamel pins, that's fine. I put buttons here, and I don't know that I need a whole panel for that, but I won't really know until I get all of these upper items out. So coin purses we figured out. I still don't know where I'm gonna put the lobsters or the other 2 sticker books. Like, I can move this over, kind of do this, right? And I can put those there. I could do the sticker books like that, but I still don't know where to put these guys. It is frustrating how there is like a decent amount of space here, but not enough to actually utilize it. I mean, I guess I could display them like that. Like this, maybe? I mean, it's not ideal. It also depends on how much extra space I have here. I don't know if I'll have any. I could do this maybe, and then just have them go all the way back. So like this. I mean, it's not like the perfect layout, and obviously I'll have to work it out better with more plushies, but like I'll just put this one here to fill up that space, right? I mean, I think that could work. And then the sticker sheets and sticky notes will go here. I do think these 2 need to be raised somehow. Get down. Well, I guess good to know that it can hold her weight. I only have 2 of these, and even if I had another 2, I wouldn't want it to take up that much space because I do need this to like interact with customers. But I need to put something under there. So I just put a lobster under there, and it isn't perfect. I probably will need to put something else under here, but like, I don't think that's half bad. Given that like this still isn't a ton of space, I'll have to see how it is in practice. In theory, I could maybe just move those 2 panels up, but I don't know. I don't think that'd be very secure. This should be workable. I could, in theory, maybe go 4 panels high, but I feel like that's a lot. But this fixes a lot of the issues that I was having because in my other layout, since everything was so flat, I didn't have a really good way to display the price of these. But now I have this wall panel and like this for the sticker books. I still don't have a way to display the bookmarks, which originally were in this. Ignore how crushed up this part is. Originally it was in this, and I just don't think there is a good way with my current setup to display them. Only thing I could maybe do would be swap out 1 sticker sheet to put like 2 or 3 bookmarks, but I feel like with the way that the pricing is displayed, that might be confusing. If I put them here, it would cover this up. Same with this, and I don't know how much room I'll have at this part of the table. If I put them on any of these, it would cover up those displays. So It sucks because the shrimp fried rice bookmark sold really well at my last 2 conventions or at Animazement. So I don't know what to do. I mean, I guess I could move that way back, right? And maybe put 2, 3, 4 there. Given I returned back to the pricing displaying issue, I don't know if I could do that, but it is an option. So I mean, I got the part I was most worried about and needed to play around with done. Pretty much what I need to do next, and I'm not gonna do this today because like that is enough, but tomorrow or maybe even Monday, I will put the rest of the panels on, just take a look at everything. I probably won't bother just getting these out, but I might. I'll start putting some pricing displaying up, but I need to take a look at all of the panels and decide what swaps I want to do. But that is more of a tomorrow, Sunday, Monday type of thing, because like this is the part I was most worried about anyways. It took about an hour. I'm gonna go eat lunch, take a quick break, and then I have to come back down and pack orders. I don't remember how many I need to pack today and tomorrow, but I'm going to my grandmother's on Saturday, so I can't pack too many orders that morning. I would ideally like to not pack any, so I might have to pack 20 today, possibly. So we'll see. Time for my lunch. It is 2 o'clock. I ate my lunch and now I'm gonna go try to pack these orders. So I have to pack orders, of course. That is my number 1 priority. That's what I will be doing first, but obviously I do need to continue getting the new products ready to go. Yesterday I got all of the prints counted. I need to start on the stickers. That will probably take me a few days, but do need to have those available for GalaxyCon Raleigh stock in case I want to swap any of those in. So if I can get even 1/3 of them counted and like ready to go today, that would be good. I also do need to make a little Patreon post for my patrons. I try to do a monthly like newsletter, and I do need to do that since we're getting pretty late into the month. I also need to make their like digital downloadable printable for the month, although obviously I could do that after GalaxyCon if I needed to. So I'm just gonna get set up and start on some orders. So yeah, I need to pack 20 today. So, yippee! I got all of the orders that I've packed in their bags. There are 5 tote bags and then 2 trash bags so far. I still have these and the remaining 20 to do. Time to start on some stickers. And I did that instead of counting stickers, so yippee. It is very stormy out. I think what I'm going to spend a little bit of time doing is cleaning up my office, which is kind of a forever ongoing project, but I've been emptying out some boxes. I have my new business cards. One of the things that I did in between my last vlog and this one, if I haven't already mentioned it, is I redesigned my logo since it has been a little over a year since I designed the last logo and like created Sprout as a character, and my business cards featured the old version. So I just redrew the Sprout part. So this is the back, and then this is what the front looks like now. Right now, like a lot of the non-product items I don't have a good storage system for, so like my sticker labels, my business cards, etc. kind of are just randomly all over the place. So I was gonna try to make some space for these in the second room of my office. Kind of this whole area needs to be cleaned and tidied, which like not to say that I want to get super into it today because I'm a little sleepy, a little low energy. So now today probably isn't the day that I hunker down and get
it entirely done, but I do want to at least do a little bit. And I guess Chai wants in, so. Hi. Meow. Meow. I'd gotten all of my sketchbooks out quite a few months ago because I was looking through them to see if I could do a sketchbook tour with them, and I definitely want to. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Meow. Until I reach that point, I do need to do something with them. Given that, like, I don't really know where to put them. What? What, baby? Hi. No. I need to clear some of this off and then I probably will have room. So, I still have my Halloween costume from high school. I went as a flapper one year for a band concert. I still have that, and I don't know why I have it. I don't know why it's down here. Pretty good quality. I need to figure out what to do with it at some point. For now, I'll just move it since it doesn't need to be down here, that's for sure. I did have them divided into like almost years, so like this is my earliest artwork, and it's divided based on how I would want to structure the videos, so I do want to keep that division, so maybe I'll use these. Next would be high school. No. Next is like random sketchbooks from middle and high school. Just go here. Then we have like my high school class sketchbooks. And then we have all of my college stuff. I did have this divided, but I don't remember how. I think it was animation sketchbooks and then like my other classes. I will definitely make a few sketchbook tour videos eventually, but if that is in fact something you guys would like to see, let me know, because if there is like genuine interest for it, I'm more likely to do it sooner. Then I have some crafty stuff. Like I have polymer clay, which I don't really use because I'm scared to like put it in my oven. I have glue because I want to make slime at some point. Same with this, same with the coloring powder that you put in it. This is also something that I haven't gotten around to. So I feel like all of that stuff can kind of go in its own area, maybe. Like I have these little containers for the slime. A random Pokemon card. Got a business card. I have a little bit of art stuff here and there. This has tape on it, so I'll just like stick it here maybe. And this is from Milky Tomato, so maybe I'll just put all of the art stuff that I find from other people in here. This is like a box of stuff from when I first moved. Like I still have a couple of boxes that I just never went through, and it's been a year and a couple of months since I moved here. This is one of said boxes. But now, this is empty. I have various music books, mostly flute, I think, which I don't really have a space for. Now I have a little bit of space down here to start putting some of this. I really love slime, and I've bought some from a few different slime small businesses. Mostly before I moved, when I had that kind of disposable income. And I think it would be fun to have like a little slime drop. And at some point I will. Once I have more free time.
if that ever happens. I have like this cutting mat. Guess I'll stick that there. But I have some miscellaneous childhood stuff, like an old diary, this old like question book, another old diary. I don't really know where to put the stuff. I guess my spare room might be best, since that is supposed to be like a little hobby room. Like I have a classic pen set. I have some college art, some Valentine's Day cards. One of my earliest pieces of art, I made this Warriors Cat like Pokemon card for Spotted Leaf. Next, oh, I have more sketchbooks. This is post-college, so room probably. I do have more sketchbooks. And then my current stickers, which I need to go through and organize these at some point as well. But we have this whole area pretty much done. I have similar stuff down here. Is dye for slimes here as well. This is something that I got for conventions before I really understood how important it is that stuff can condense. It's like a thing you put cupcakes on, maybe. I really like it. I just don't know what to use it for. Like, I'm sure it has a use someday, and I'll be grateful that I still have it, but for now, I have ironing stuff because I had to iron my pin banners when they came in to see if I was able to do that. And now this whole area is cleaned off. So this is where I put my stickers, and here's where I keep some of my extra stock. So maybe I'll put business cards and stuff down here. That's at least semi-relevant. And then let me go grab my other boxes of business cards. I still had a full box of my older ones, but I cannot find it. Just the new ones, so there's that, I guess. As for the rest, I do still have more that I can do. So let's take a look, shall we? I have some small envelopes, which I don't usually ship much with letter mail, so not much of a use. I guess I'll go ahead and just put these down here. And then these are just like B-grade plushies that I have not added to my inventory yet. And I have more stuff over there, but my phone is probably about to die, so I think for now I'll just like leave it how it is. Obviously it's not perfect, but I think I made quite a lot of progress. It definitely feels good to have this space a little more organized compared to what it was, so that is good. It is almost 5 o'clock. My partner gets home at 5:30, so I'm just going to call it a day there and go upstairs. But that's actually where we're gonna end this studio vlog entirely. I'm going to have like another 2 or 3 days in this one, but as you can see, this was already an hour, and with those other days, that was going to be, I think, almost 2 hours long. So what would have been one big vlog, I'm just going to split up into 2, and I'm kind of trying to figure out how I want to schedule things, but in theory, I will be alternating studio vlogs and then other content, so studio vlog, speed paint, studio vlog, sketchbook tour, etc. I'm not sure where I'll squeeze in the second half of this vlog, but we'll see. Keep your eyes out, and thank you guys so much for watching this and hanging out with me. Sorry for the audio issues, especially in the later half, but I hope you enjoyed it,
and I will see you in the next one.